Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a set of reversible napkins like these with one fabric on one side and then a second fabric insert in a frame on the other side. So you have some with this fabric, the blue fabric, on the inside, and some with the print fabric on the inside. So what you're going to want to do is start by buying 2 yards, a generous 2 yards of 2 different fabrics. So you're going to have 4 yards altogether. And then when you cut, you're going to cut, the outside measurement is going to be 21.5. That allows for a 1/4 inch seam turned under and then a 1.5 seam turned over to the other side. And then there's the flat fabric like this. And then a smaller square to go inside that's 16 inches square. So approximately 21 inches and then a smaller square 16 inches. Cut 4 of these, and then reverse. Cut 4 of the larger square in this print, 4 of the smaller squares in this print. So you'll have enough for 8 napkins altogether. I want to point out the particular pattern on how we do the corners, because that's what makes this such an elegant pattern. All 4 corners for the framing are mitered. You can see that here. And then top stitched around the edges. So I'm going to show you now how to do this beautiful mitered corner so that it works every time. So now we start with some pressing. We want to press a 1/4 inch seam allowance to the back side of the fabric all the way around. So that quick little job like that. Then with our measuring tool we'll turn under approximately 1.5 inches. You can turn under more, but you need to recalculate the amount of fabric you'll need. Press those. So now we have our edges turned under 1/4 inch, and we have pressed 1.5 inches in from there. Take our measuring tool and running both ways from the corner along the edge, we're going to put a pin at 3 inches. We arrive at 3 inches because it's twice our frame width. I showed you these. Frame width here is 1.5 inches. So we want to double that for the measurement. It's going to go from that corner out 3 inches. Same on the other side. 3 inches out from the corner with a pin. Then, taking a straight edge, you're going to draw a line right across that corner, either with a colored pencil, regular pencil, piece of chalk, or soap. So you have a diagonal line running from the pin to the pin.
Go ahead.
So once you have your line drawn, you want to fold this so that the pins line up and the edges of the fabric line up. Here's your line that you drew. Pin it across here, because now you're going to stitch on that line. So you're going to stitch from the outside edges all the way into the point. So we'll go to the sewing machine and do that. Okay, so here we are. Here's the line that I drew, the pin that we just put in. We're going to put that so that the foot is facing right down that line. Do a couple back stitches to tack at the edge. Just sew right down that line until you get to the edge. The back tacking. And you have a little pocket that you've sewn in there. We're going to trim about 1/4 of an inch from that seam. Just trim the corner of the fabric right off. I always cut a little diagonal right at the point. So you can see that, how that's trimmed 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to turn that right side out. And you have a beautifully mitered corner. Now you'd want to continue around and do that to all 4 corners. And then let's go back over, see what we do next. So this is our fabric with all 4 corners stitched and trimmed. And then when we turn it right side out, we're going to find that that pressing that we did earlier is going to form a beautiful little frame for us on the front side of the napkin. It just lies nice and flat because we've already pressed that 1.5 inch border in. Then we take our insert fabric that's been cut 16 inches square and we center that right on top, like that. Holding that in place with one hand, you tuck the edges and the corners inside all the way around. Now you're going to top stitch. I'm sure you all know how to do that. 1/8 of an inch all the way around the inside edge of your frame. You can see the top stitching here follows right along the edges. And so that's one napkin, and then you can reverse the insert for coordinating napkins to make a fun and lively table. Make a great gift or something you'd want to use at home.